Hello YouTube, it's Gavin and Micah from Team Iron Core. We're going to have a quick discussion video about the floaters in the meta and if there are actually any viable cards. First off, I want to talk about cards that are like Giant Rat, Mother Grizzly, and Mystic Tomato. I've actually seen them getting a little bit more play, especially with like wind-ups, and I've seen some Earth decks like Psychics running
Giant Rats.
And we were kind of wondering what we think about it as an actual card in the meta. Like, I think it's actually becoming a little bit more of a viable target again. It used to be.
I mean, as X-Sabers are kind of dropping off, and those cards really aren't getting blown up to start out with.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, those cards are pretty good. I mean, they thin out your deck. They special summon cards. I mean, cards like Mystic Tomato. You're just like, Mystic Tomato gets destroyed. Mystic Tomato gets destroyed. Then you play your other cards. Like, you just stall out and get your pluses out of it.
Yeah. I've seen people trying to run wind-ups to grab your summoner once quicker, and then you get your plays off, which is really cool. I thought that it's coming into play. I mean, that's not really meta, but YuGiOhs are also running it to grab your magicians faster. Just decks that need a little bit of tutoring, because Sangin is now gone, so you can't just throw a Sangin in every deck to tutor your deck. So people have been trying to the floaters, which I think is actually really cool. I've seen Mother Grizzly in Acid Burn, which is an interesting tech, and I like it. Grab your, I guess, Hydrogeddons. Probably what they normally grab. Wait, they can't, can they? I don't know what they grab with Mother Grizzly, but I know they do.
I would just say stall out. I'm not even sure why you would grab that.
I guess it's probably just a way to turn. But I've seen a lot more decks and it's become a little more playable, which I think is really interesting. That card that was basically off the map for a long time, and they're coming back into play. And then you have cards that are like Lind, Abyss Lind, and cards like that. For the archetypes, everyone thinks they're a lot more broken because they're specific to an archetype. Because it tutors an archetype by itself, it literally becomes more broken just by that. For example, a Mermail Abyss Lind, she can grab any Mermail in your entire deck, which now there are lots of targets for. So Abyss Lind has become a huge, like, plus for that deck.
Yeah,
you can just throw it out whenever you want.
Plusing for days. It's like one of those things where I wish they would release some new cards for some older archetypes, but Lind, just because it gets destroyed, period, when it gets its Insector destroyed, it gets its special summon. And I know there's a couple other cards, X-Sabers, Ember's Blade, and Dark Soul. Dark Soul gets its pluses off that, Ember's Blade when it's destroyed by battle. Pretty much the same as Giant Rat, but
yeah,
guys one level 4 or lower, which is nice.
I think it's interesting that a lot of these cards coming back into the meta, and I think we're going to see a little bit more play with those in the upcoming formats. Just tutor old archetypes which need a little bit of help, kind of push them over the edge. So yeah, thanks for watching the discussion video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell us what you think.